Welcome to Weeping Willow Homestead and another What We Eat for Dinner in a Week. In these videos, I show you how I combine inexpensive Aldi groceries with food that we are blessed with from the food pantry to make hopefully well-balanced, well-rounded meals. As a family, we generally eat low carb because my husband and I do for health reasons, and as the sole cook in the house, it is just easier for me to make one meal than to try to short order cook it. But you'll see variations to that, and I will explain as we go. So tonight is Monday night, and it's a little bit of a wing it week, which just means it's been a while since we've been to the grocery store, and we're running out of the easy to cook things and the meals that I had planned, which is usually where the food pantry food comes in on using those items up that weren't on the menu and using, combining those with the things that we have on hand. And just kind of making it do. I really ought to go to the grocery store this week, but I really don't want to, so we'll see whether that happens or not. So it's cold this week, so I don't want to go outside. All right, so it's cold this week, so I made soup. I had pulled out the ham with the intention of making the soup sometime this week, and that just happened to be tonight. I needed something quick and easy. It's been kind of a busy day I filmed the garden tour. You guys will have seen that already. So I was out kind of getting the garden ready for winter as much as we do before just letting the chickens into it, that kind of thing. So yeah, I wanted something warm and quick and easy, and soup fit the bill. So this is a quart of the Southwest soup that I canned earlier on this summer. Our corn, carrots from the food pantry. I don't even remember anymore. Black beans, peppers from our garden, tomatoes from our garden, and the kids really like it. So score for that one on working out, because sometimes you make something and the kids don't like it. But I took the chance of making like a double batch of it, and they like it, which generally taco-y flavored, Southwest flavored things they like. So it worked. This is ham and broccoli cheesy soup. I did an onion, a nice big onion, diced up, sauteed that with a couple of cups of ham that I had chopped up earlier this year when I had bought a ham after Easter on sale. Let that kind of cook down a little bit, let the flavors from the ham release, and then I added in the leftover broccoli from last weekend, and then a bag of the frozen broccoli from Aldi, and I was reminded why I hate frozen broccoli. The texture is just weird. I don't know, like it's rubbery. Like it didn't even cook down well. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and then also some chicken broth from the food pantry. I let that simmer until the broccoli was like disintegrating, you can see. And then I added in heavy whipping cream and cheese and xanthan gum, which is a low-carb thickener. And that's why it's nice and creamy and thick. Yum. I am going to be very happy to eat a big bowl of that. And I went ahead and made a bunch so that I have leftovers, because I will gladly eat that for lunch however many days it lasts. And then to go with that, me and my 8-year-old, he is my little sous chef. He loves to help in the kitchen. We made drop biscuits, and I didn't grease the pan, so I'm going to have to use a spatula to get those off, which is fine. This recipe, I will make sure to post this in the show notes, because this is an awesome recipe. You can have biscuits from the time you start mixing it up until it's done in like 15 minutes, because the cook time is only 12 minutes and they are really fast to mix up as long as you have all your ingredients, readily available at hand. And then I added to the base recipe, I added garlic powder, parsley, and shredded cheddar cheese to kind of make these like Cheddar Bay biscuits. So the kids will be eating those, and they love those. So yeah, those will be gone. It wouldn't surprise me if they ate all of them tonight. So yeah, a nice, quick and easy, I'm cold, let's make something hot, dinner for Monday night. So we'll see you tomorrow night. It is Tuesday night, and tonight we have hot dogs. We had a church event this weekend, a fall festival, and they had a bunch of hot dogs left over, and so they kind of pinned down all of the larger families and asked if we wanted hot dogs. So I said, yeah, by all means, I will take some. So they gave us essentially an 8-pack. It's just mixed because I can tell like this one looks a little different. No big deal. So I just cooked those in a cast iron skillet, dry cast iron skillet. It kind of gives them a grilled flavor. With that, the kids are going to have canned peas and boxed mac and cheese. We are not winning any nutrition awards with this meal. And that's okay. Every once in a while, you got to have a junk food night. For me, I don't really want hot dogs, and that would be the only thing of this meal that I can eat. I also didn't eat lunch until like 3 o'clock this afternoon. I did not fast through breakfast. I ate breakfast this morning. So, yeah, but I didn't eat breakfast until like 10:30. So I was hungry for lunch late, and so I went ahead and ate. So now I'm not hungry. When I do get hungry, I will probably warm up the leftover. There's like 1 serving of the cheesy broccoli soup from last night. So I will probably heat that up and do that because that sounds good. It was so cold this morning. We woke up this morning and it was like 58 in the house. And so I was like, hey, honey, can you turn the heat on today? And he's like, yeah. Which we have like a propane stove, furnace, whatever. So he went down to turn it on and something wasn't right. We know what it was now, but we unfortunately had to call company and have them come and figure out what it was. So there was a chunk of change we weren't planning on spending, but you know, it is what it is. We're more nice and warm now. But it was 58 when we woke up in here. By the time they got here and turned it on, it was down to 56 because the high was like in the low 40s today. It even snowed a little bit. So yeah, the heat is on for this year. So it is a nice cozy, I think I set it to 62, which is usually right around where we keep it. I turn it down to 58 at night. So yeah, sometimes when it's really, really nasty cold, I will turn it up to upwards of 65. My husband would like it at 68, but you know, I'm the one that holds onto the pocketbook most of the time. So I'm the one that pays that bill and can see it and go, it's staying down. So yeah. All right. Anyway, long-winded. That is Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday night, and tonight I short order cooked it. I had planned to do like the little mini meatloaf burger things that I do for dinner. So I had 2 pounds of ground beef thawed out. And while perusing the Facebooks this afternoon, someone had tacos, and I was like, that sounds amazing. Like deep craving for tacos. So I went in the living room and asked the kids, hey, would it be okay if I made tacos? And I got a resounding yes, and then also 2 resounding no. So I was like, well, I could technically split the 2 pounds of ground meat and do both. So that's what I did. So I've got the taco meat over here. I've got avocado, lettuce, diced tomato, sour cream, salsa con queso, kind of all the normal taco stuff. I will do mine in an egg wrap, like an egg life wrap. And then my oldest daughter was the one that also wanted tacos. So she's going to do hers in just regular tortillas from Aldi. And then if anybody else wants taco salad, or taco dip, they can have that. And then the other option, I just made some quick meatballs. They have the pound of meat, 1 egg, some almond flour as a binder, and some cheddar cheese, just to kind of give them a different flavor. And then because we had the church event on Saturday or on Sunday, we didn't get leftovers eaten. So we had a little bit of mac and cheese left and a little bit of peas left. So I just went ahead and pulled those out to warm up and do as sides. So that made for a nice easy meal. Plus it got those leftovers done, and everybody's going to be happy. So I'm going to go eat some tacos. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Thursday night, and tonight we are having a family favorite. and a nice, quick and easy meal. We are having Chinese food, and we're going to use those words loosely because this is very Americanized Chinese food. So in the bottom of the bowl, we will put ramen noodles, and these are just the noodles. I don't use the seasoning packet. I don't like the ingredients. So yeah, I just don't. Watch, if you are someone that deals with migraines, chronic headaches, those kind of things, watch the MSG because that can have an effect on some people, which is part of the reason why I don't use it, but also just, it's a laundry list of ingredients for something that should be like broth. I don't know. Anyway, on top of that, we will put steamed carrots and broccoli. And then on top of that, we put diced grilled chicken. Grilled chicken I did in the air fryer. And then on top of that, we have the stir-fry sauces from Aldi. We have tried all of them. The kids don't mind any of them. Orange is probably the least favorite. Teriyaki is up there as well. Their favorite is the sweet and sour sauce. My favorite is the Bang Bang. To keep this low carb, I will just skip the noodles. I have done it on zoodles before and it's good. I'm just choosing not to. I don't have zucchini. And then I will use the Bang Bang sauce. And for 1 tablespoon, it is 3 carbs. And this sauce goes a long way. It's strong. So 1 tablespoon is plenty enough. You could also just do something like coconut aminos or soy sauce or something along those lines. So, all right, that is a nice, quick, and easy Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It is Friday night, and Friday night at our house means pizza night. Sometimes that's homemade, sometimes that's store-bought. It is pretty much never takeout. We live too far out in the country for takeout to be delivered, and it is way cheaper for me to make pizza at home and generally faster, so we just don't do it. So tonight I Googled no yeast pizza dough crust. And I picked the first recipe, and that's what I went with. I have made these before. They turn out more like a thin biscuit almost texture to them, but it tastes good, and the kids don't mind. So it is a nice, quick and easy, like from start to finish. It took me about 40 minutes, and that included like making the dough, rolling it out, toppings, baking, the whole 9 yards. So we have a cheese pizza, a pepperoni, and a Hawaiian. To go with this, the kids will have a side salad. We went simple on the side tonight and just did that quick and easy one. For me, I'm not sure yet what I'm having. I might end up having some leftovers that are in the refrigerator. A couple of burger patties sound good. I'm not super hungry. Haven't been super hungry today. I did a little bit more eating of things that I shouldn't yesterday, and my tummy kind of hurt today. So I'm feeling that. So yeah, I don't know. Tonight is also the one night a week that we do dessert for sure. And tonight I know I have the vanilla ice cream that I bought the other day at the grocery store, and I was going to combine that with the they're like brownie things. I don't know how to call them, but yeah, I think we're going to do that tonight as a good little warm treat for a cool evening. So that is everything. We'll see you tomorrow night. It is Saturday night, and Saturday night I usually make a big meal. Traditionally what I grew up having like Sunday afternoon after church dinner. And that is so we have leftovers for tomorrow, and I will explain that here in a minute. So tonight I took, if you watched my grocery haul, I bought a beef roast, and I cut that in half and froze the other half to make 2 meals worth out of it, and I cooked this half. So I did this in the crock pot. I added in some broth, some wash your sister sauce, and some soy sauce, and some garlic, and I let that cook all day long. And then about 2 hours ago, I added in a bag of radishes, which act as potatoes. As you can see, they almost look like potatoes. I added in some carrots and some onions, and those all cooked in that juice, and I will definitely be saving that liquid to do something with later. It makes a great like soup base or cooking like pasta or rice, and it is delicious, so I will save that for that. With that, we have sauerkraut, and then this cottage cheese as kind of a filler on the cottage cheese, and then I also have bread and butter out for the kiddos. So if you are new here, that is the end of our week of meals. Tomorrow, we're actually going to switch things up just a little bit, because tomorrow we have fellowship meal. Once a month we have fellowship meal after church, and so they are doing a chili cook-off, which is always fun, and so we are going to that after church. And then normally what we do is when we get home from church, we have leftovers for lunch. I pull out all of the leftovers from the week and we eat that. So this week, knowing that we were going to have lunch after church as a pitch in, I opted to not make much of by way of the leftovers. So there's not a whole lot of leftovers. But then tomorrow night for dinner, we will pull out charcuterie board things. Things like crackers, cured meats, dried fruits, cheeses, those kind of things. And I even bust out paper plates on that night, and the kids get to pick and choose whatever they want. So it makes for a day of me not cooking, and I'm not cooking anything for the chili cook-off either. I'm going to take crackers. It's one of those where several families bring chili, and then the church provides like cheese and sour cream and whatnot, and then everybody else can bring other things as well, so desserts and whatnot. So I have some boxes of crackers in the pantry that would go great with chili, so we're going to do that as just kind of something quick and easy. So yeah, that is everything. I will post any relevant recipes in the show notes. If you have any question about anything that I have made or mentioned, please let me know, and I'll be happy to type out a recipe. I cook old-fashioned country cooking in the fact that most of the things that I cook, I don't cook from a recipe. I just wing it. But I am glad to type out directions on how I did anything. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye and God bless.